As Disney Plus struggles for relevance in the market, the top show on the platform, which accounts for 30% of all television streaming, will now have a several-month delay between the original air date and when it shows up on the streamer. Let's talk about Bluey on That Park Place. Hello, I am Jonas J. Campbell, an investigative reporter for That Park Place, and here with me is the man that I insist talks about Bluey. Vash, are you ready to talk about this cartoon dog one more time?
Once again, eventually I'm going to have to watch a couple Bluey episodes to actually know what we're talking about. But, the great thing about this is that there's a larger story at play. And hopefully I can provide some context for those audience members at home.
There is a larger story at play. For those of you who don't know, Bluey just aired what is essentially a series finale, a big special that was like 30 minutes, and usually these things are 8 minutes long. The show is intended for preschoolers, but has found an audience outside of that because the show is just that well written. It has kind of a sitcom format. It's a nuclear family of dogs in Australia and living in a world that is ruled by dogs. I don't know, maybe a post-apocalyptic future. But anyways, those of you who know Bluey will probably find that amusing or strange. But let's talk about this story out of Deadline. Bluey Shorts set to premiere this summer on Disney Plus and Disney Junior. This by Denise Petsky. Bluey mini episodes or minisodes. More Bluey is coming to Disney Junior and Disney Plus. Bluey creator Joe Brum has written 20 1 to 3 minute shorts set to begin rolling out in July. Produced by Ludo Studio, the Bluey minisodes highlight funny and sweet moments featuring Bluey and Bingo, leaning into playful interactions and games that further explore the characters and world of Bluey, Disney says. The global phenomenon premiered its first extended-length special, The Sign, in April, which ranks at both the most viewed Bluey and Disney Junior episode premiere ever. No shock there, with 10.4 million views. By the way, that outranks some MCU shows. That outranks a lot of Star Wars shows. That is a ratings juggernaut. Bluey is frequently one of the few shows in streaming that gets more than 1 billion watch minutes in a single week. Vash, I'm going to ask you again. Have you still not watched Bluey since the last time I asked you?
I have not. This is true. So those billion watch minutes are not coming from me, which is unfortunate. However, it just kind of tells you a lot of things about that, right? It tells you that the one Disney property that is doing well isn't even coming from them, which can be said for a lot of things, actually. But this is one particular instance in which Disney themselves, the ability to resonate with audiences themselves has been hampered. And when it comes to Bluey, well, obviously you get a staying power, a resonance that they simply cannot achieve themselves.
Right, and there are so many things that we could speculate about why that has happened. First of all, I think the fact that it is a nuclear family and that it's a straight couple with kids and that it's not anything that you expect from the current Walt Disney Company that is very focused on unusual circumstances and agenda and representation and things like that. The thing that I want to focus on here is that these Bluey episodes will be airing on the Australian Broadcasting Company, not ABC, the one that everyone who watches this in America is thinking of. These will be premiering there, and then several months later, they will be coming to the United States via Disney Plus because of this agreement that was made between Ludo Studios and ABC, Australia Broadcasting Company, and BBC Studios, who are the international distributors who sold those rights to Disney. Disney is back on the short end of the stick here. They're back to begging for scraps, as it were. Anyone who wants to watch these, if you're an Australian citizen, or if it appears on your computer that you are an Australian citizen, you can watch these episodes of Bluey as soon as they come out for free. And if you subscribe to Disney Plus and are expecting to watch them that way, you can watch them 3 months after they exist. Vash, am I being vague enough, or am I going to get in trouble for saying what I just said?
No, I think it's an accurate statement right there. These mini-sodes or whatever you want to call them. I think that's how the company would like them to be described. Look, there's a hunger for this stuff. So when the rumors started percolating that maybe Bluey might be over, not only did that send the fans into a tizzy, but Disney themselves, because look, we've detailed on this program and multiple other ones multiple times that Bluey is so crucial as a content piece on this platform right here, that if I mean, obviously you have shows that go into syndication or shows that go into these kind of repeat modes on these streaming platforms and so forth, as kind of feel good content that people have in the background. But I think people really engage with this content, and if people knew that maybe it was potentially going away, that might send subscribers going away as well. So it's like, oh no, we're still having Bluey content. It's just not maybe in the form that people might not necessarily prefer.
Right. That's a very good point. If the sign is the, I don't think the sign will represent the end of Bluey's dominance on streaming. There's a reason that has gotten to 1 billion watch minutes, despite the fact that it's only had 3 seasons and episodes are 8 minutes apiece. I think I think it's an excellent show, but just to go to the language that's being used specifically on the Bluey website, they're saying that June 2024 on ABC and ABC iView in Australia, and then Disney Plus and elsewhere around the world this summer. So a clear delineation between the platform itself and then Disney Plus. I think this is amusing to me because this also plays into the error on Bob Iger's part back in 2019 when they had the option of buying the rights to Bluey, the theme park and merchandising rights. They said, no, we are going to focus on our own content, our own IPs, and developing our own IPs for Disney Plus. And this is an afterthought for them. So here they are. It is, again, 30% of all streaming. If Bluey went away, Disney Plus would move into like rank 6th or 7th after YouTube, then Netflix, and then moving down from there. So
Tubi as well.
Yeah, that's right. Tubi would be beating them right now by a pretty wide margin if it weren't for these adorable Australian dogs.
Watch for maybe Disney to pay a little bit more in order to have Bluey episodes actually produced and keep this series going, because this is a cash cow for the Walt Disney Company in terms of people actually owning the platform in general. Disney Plus,
right? Well,
to have access to this.
That's a really good point, actually. Disney does not own the merchandising rights. They do not have the theme park rights. They can't run commercials against Bluey right now when it's airing on Disney Junior. I don't know if it's on Disney Channel right now. They can run ads if it's on Disney Channel. So for them right now, Disney Plus would struggle to have watch minutes if it weren't for this. So while they're trying to justify the $14 billion that they are in the hole on Disney Plus right now, Bluey is the only thing keeping them afloat. So the entire company and the stock price of the company is tied to Disney Plus, and Bluey is the only thing keeping Disney Plus afloat.
The advertising market is weak right now. If you have a show that is being consistently viewed and has that fan engagement as Bluey fans do, then you want to keep that around your platform, if only to sell advertising space for. But at this time, when they need all the subscribers that they can get, when they need as many numbers as they can get, I think this is crucial. Yep.
Agreed. All right. So we want to throw this to our commenters here. There's a contingent of people who are very amused that I am a Bluey fan. I think it's fantastic, and I think it's so well done. And I hope they keep doing what they're doing, and I hope they never let Disney make any creative decisions on this thing. So let us know in the comment section down below what you think about Disney being put back on the leash here, and they have to wait just like everybody else in order to get their hands on the Healer family. But like this video if you like this video, and consider subscribing to That Park Plays for all the news that should be fun.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.